All right. We are back again. The Bison Lounge. And I want to thank all you fellow Bisons for returning to the lounge with us. I, of course, am your host, the handsome Noe, and joined again by my co-host, the handsome, yet forgettable, and somewhat disturbed Manuel. Is that you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's me, all right. Thank you for the compliments, Noe. Absolutely, you handsome beast.
This week.
It's been a pretty slow week, but I've been pretty good, just fucking around, fucking them bitches. Fucking bitches, yeah.
We moved from the dogs to the bitches.
Yeah, I don't know, the actual bitches, yeah.
That's not the same. Why not here?
It's warmer. Oh, it's a whole lot warmer. Yeah, no, it feels nice.
So now you actually got the taste of the feminine.
Yeah, indeed, man. And I want more. More. No.
Well, we've been busy, and so we've been putting in like 14 hours a day.
Damn, man, get that money.
And I get that money, but I'm burnt. I'm burnt. I told myself, today I'm going to do nothing. And that's exactly what I did. I did like I called day watch Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Nice.
And lay on the couch all day, and then I had to look at for it. But that was my fun little activity for the Saturday.
That's not bad. It's weekend mode.
Yeah. I'm still working some sort of way all week.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad to take a break here and there. I used to know dudes back when I used to work for a company, that they would always talk all this like, 80-hour crew. If you ain't working 80 hours, you ain't working at all. I'm like, you man, y'all are fucked when that overtime is gone. Y'all are fucked. I don't know. Oh, absolutely.
Actually, on a side note, I saw today that Mississippi signed a law that they will not be doing income tax.
Shut up, dude.
Trump's kind of showing his cards. That's what he said before he got released, that he was going to try to get rid of doing taxes.
I think it was something about the IRS, dude. I think.
Taxes?
I mean, yes, but I mean, like, he was going to get rid of taxes on tips. Yeah, and on overtime. So you weren't going to pay taxes on tips. Like, if you're a server or something like that, you get tips for the work that you do, however your service was, and you still get taxed for that. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like, dude, I'm getting taxed for everything. Even if I fart, I'm going to get taxed out of that.
So yeah, I hate having a house. Property. Yeah, I hate this. You're telling me I gotta pay you rent?
Yeah.
And you to just stay in the house and I pay you rent?
So is this house even mine?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
You actually paid it off. It's yours.
And not even then, because I mean, you still got HOA.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've heard that they can foreclose on your home if you don't pay your HOA dues.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, are they keeping your street clean? Is there like, are we gonna have the same problem like we had at Isaac's where there was a street sweeper every time?
Damn, God, Isaac's fucking here.
That tripped me out. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing out at this hour, dude? Like, is somebody drunk and said, like, you know what? I'm gonna go write the street sweeper.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Because that was late, dude, for real. That was late. But I mean, I didn't even know government jobs allow you to work that late. I mean, I've worked government jobs, and all of them talk about, like, you only work from 7 to 3. That's it. No more. No overtime. And if you're going to get overtime, it needs to be approved. Like, damn. Nobody stays here past 5. God damn.
Yeah. Strict.
Yeah, they were strict. They were very strict. And even when you would ask for overtime, they'd still, like, look at you with this, like, why do you want overtime? Why do you need more money? You don't need more money. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Mom, what's your
that child support?
The child support?
No, but I mean, I wouldn't call it a government job. I guess you can call it a government job because if it's a city job, the city works for the government. So I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. Yeah, that is the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time.
Gosh.
We can.
I was going to say, It's the same way everyone loves the hero movies. If anything.
I actually went down memory lane, dude. Memory lane. What do you remember about the PS2, Noe?
PS2. I remember being big thing back in the day.
Dude, that was like
the DVD player that blew everybody's. So I was getting women wet off.
Absolutely.
Frequency everywhere.
It all started with Grand Theft Auto 3, man. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3.
There's a staple.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Like I actually like dusted off my old PS2. Had some games. I had forgotten that there were a bunch of games that people didn't even hear about, like back in the day. Like I don't know if you remember, like the last time we talked about this, how I mentioned Yakuza. How it was a game that didn't get the love that it deserved.
And it became big thing.
And then it became a big thing. But then there's these other games that like legit. I was playing there's one game called, I believe it was Ghost the Bengal I know that. They were basically, it was called Ghost Hunter. I don't know if many people remember that game, but it was sort of like a Ghostbusters game, but you were playing as a cop. So and this cop, he was trying to, basically a detective, he was trying to like solve this murder case and so on and so forth. So you go into this like abandoned home. Next thing you know, there's ghosts all over the place. The ghosts are able to kidnap his I guess partner. It was a partner. This girl, her name was Rachel. So she got possessed by a ghost, causing her to go into this house and get just straight up kidnapped by ghosts. So it puts you in the shoes of this detective trying to figure out, okay, how can I get her back? I have real bullets. Those can't harm the ghosts, so have to find a way to like fight these fucking ghosts. You find this fucking blaster that's like some kind of like ectoplasm shooter or some bullshit like that.
What is that, hacking like a
No. They saved us the what do you call it? The embarrassment of using a vacuum cleaner. But instead you get grenades. So you remember how in Ghostbusters they would throw that little machine?
Yeah, catch.
Yeah, it would capture them. This time you would weaken them with this like stasis rifle, and then you throw a grenade that would capture the freaking ghost. Well, it actually just like put like a little stasis field that just like absorbs the ghost.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty dope. It was a pretty dope game. Not a lot of people heard about it. What other game like did I see that on my list? Because do you remember by any chance a game called The Suffering? Not at all. Wow. And that was a pretty good game. On that one, you're playing as an inmate. You got locked up because you got blamed for your family's murder. Your character blacked out. When he woke up, his wife and his 2 kids were murdered. So, yeah, badly. Your character's name is Torque. So as you're getting like freaking...
His name's Torque?
Torque, yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
I knew already. Are you there saying his body's name was Diesel?
No comment. No, like, so you're an inmate, and when you get like thrown in jail, freaky shit starts happening in this island. You're in an island. It's called Carnate Island. I don't know. Somebody in the comments correct me if anybody fucking remembers the game.
You know your shit.
You know your shit. You're doing fuck. No. And in this game, the island starts getting basically like overrun by these fucking monsters, and every single monster is a type of execution. So these freaking monsters with blades for hands and legs that can climb on the walls are like one of the first monsters that you fight. They were supposed to be like the beheading executions, the people that got beheaded there. They were supposed to represent that. Another one comes out like that's hanged, that just a guy that's hanged, but they like throw shit from their stomach at you. That represents the hanging. These electrical ones, the ones that got freaking put on the electrical chair. And other ones that throw like these fucking injections at you that were the lethal injection. It's a pretty crazy game because depending on the choices that you make is the ending that you get. So you actually had to like, for example, if you run into one of like another inmate and the inmate says, "Hey, can you help me?" You have 2 choices. Either help him, kill him, or you can have the third choice where you just leave him. I'm pretty sure afterwards you leave or something like that. You do that, but you get like this. You get this open decision to make at that moment. You get to choose to either kill him, leave him, or save him, or like help him out. And it's crazy because I remember that every single character that like I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go the good route this time. All of them get to leave the island. You help them leave, and then you're stuck on the fucking island. Like, you're basically helping people escape the fucking island, but not yourself. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Like, for real. But I just started like going through all these games, man. Like, I started seeing like fucking Haunting Ground, Cold Fear, Kuon, The X-Files. That was another actually pretty good game. It was actually good, dude. I actually liked it.
For me, I did play PS2. I didn't have one. It was my cousin, friend, said I was a GameCube kid.
Yeah.
I had a GameCube set of the PS2. But
you were a Nintendo kid?
I was a Nintendo kid, full hardcore. I don't know about now, though. Now it's a different story. But I thought.
Yeah. I mean, the Switch is pretty good.
Yeah.
Switch was pretty good.
But, of course, Grand Theft Auto 3, Manhunt. But, of course, the one, and they are actually making a remastered of 1 and 2, Max Payne.
Get the fuck out. No way, dude.
Max Payne was a fucking amazing.
Bro, everybody knew Max Payne. That was a badass fucking game. They had the bullet time and everything like that.
Bullet time?
That was dope, dude.
That shit was amazing. 3 was good, too.
3 was, 3 was on PS4.
Yeah, it was like 360. So, PS3. 60, yeah.
Because I'm trying to remember if that's the one where he was all bald.
Yeah, that's the one where he's bald.
Okay, so yeah, that's Max. Yeah, I played that one too, and it was good. I liked it. I really liked it.
Max Payne goes away.
For real. And he has a partner too for most of. Is it a chick?
I mean, he doesn't really have a partner. I can't really remember. I just remember it being good. I remember being fun.
I remember having fun.
He's pretty much like a cartel bodyguard. That's what he becomes.
Does he?
Yeah, like he's a bodyguard of a guy that like deals in like smuggling drugs and all that.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I didn't remember that
story. And then what happens is wife, I believe, and the daughter. I remember the daughter. I believe it's the wife or step wife, whatever. Get kidnapped, taken God knows where, some shit town.
Yeah,
ransom.
Yeah,
and he goes there wrecking hell. But the mom ends up dying. He saves the daughter.
Yeah.
But then pretty much the end, he's like, I'm going with this shit.
Yeah. Well,
he's still popping pills and shit. Like,
of course.
There's a story how like
painkillers.
Yeah, the painkillers and all the fucking alcohol. And it's good shit. Like, I really enjoyed it.
It was fun. It was a fun game. Yeah, I enjoyed it myself. Like it, and I remember during the time of the 360 and PS3, I always put every single game on the hardest difficulty.
Oh.
Just for the shit.
You realize you suck.
Yeah. You realize you suck and you're like, fuck, what have I done to myself? No, but I would finish them, and I found out that there was like sort of like a little extended to like Max Payne, where it shows them like going back, and like the people from Max Payne 2 are waiting for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked about that. I'm like, they're leaving it open for a 4, but yeah, no, they're not gonna make a 4. I mean,
because Max Payne's Rockstar, correct?
Yeah, Rockstar.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a bunch of forgotten Rockstar games also, dude. Manhunt.
I talked about before, anyway, there's no way in hell.
Well, there is one game that I read up that is probably making a comeback, and that's Bully.
Really?
Do you remember Bully?
I played a bit, and I remember watching you play it.
Yeah.
I thought the whole dynamic and shit, it was stupid. See, it's like it's an all-time Rockstar game. Like, it's a very popular game.
Yeah, because, I mean, it was basically Grand Theft Auto for the younger kids. Instead of cars, you would steal bikes. A slingshot, etching powder, marble, so on and so forth. But I was reading up online that apparently it's making a comeback, possibly, for Bully 2, which I always thought to myself, like, okay, so how are they going to go along with this? Because, well, they showed like, it was, I guess it's leaked stuff, because they showed like an older Jimmy Hopkins. Yeah, the main character from the first one, Jimmy, it showed an older version of him. Like he's taller. He still has the Bullworth, the uniform, yeah, which is weird. Yeah, he has a crest and everything. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I guess he never graduated or something. What the fuck? He was 15 years old, so I want to say that's middle school.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So I want to say now he's into high school. He's like maybe a junior or a freshman, because it's supposed to be a couple of years in the future from the first bully. So I want to assume, like, I really hope they do make it, because I really enjoyed that game. But then I started thinking to myself, like, then you're not going to have the same mechanics, not the mechanics, the same, you're not going to have the same sort of like game as before, because he's going to be older now. You really imagine a high school guy using a fucking slingshot, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying, like that. Because Rockstar, they usually change their characters and their franchises. I mean, besides Max Payne, what else can you think of?
Even Manhunt, you were a different guy in the second one. Yeah. You're a schizophrenic guy. Red Dead, you were John Marston, then you went to Arthur Morgan.
Oh, they were all.
Yeah, it's never the same guys. Maybe guys that were in the story as the other previous game.
How were they popping?
And that's what I was thinking too. Maybe like Jimmy Hopkins ended up getting one of the girls pregnant and they had a kid. I don't know.
He's a teacher.
Or he's a teacher now. Yeah. Dude, that would be pretty interesting, dude. He turned his life around. He became a teacher there. But
I mean, this is the day and age teachers. I'm not going to throw all teachers. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. We've seen the news.
Yeah, we've seen the news. Let's see. I don't know. I can't think of anything that can come to mind. Maybe you're playing as somebody else while this whole ordeal from Bully 1 was happening. It just... Because, Bully is a comic, right? It's a comic book. Yeah, it's a comic book. Apparently, like, a lot of the characters in the game were changed. Yeah, from their comic book persona and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you remember the characters too much, but do you remember Russell, the big guy that you fight at the beginning? He's supposed to be like the leader of a clique called the Punks. The Punks. Yeah, they were the Punks, but he was smarter than in the game. He was actually smart. Like in the game, he was like a big, just freaking caveman dude that would just beat the crap out of anybody and just bully people. In the comic, like, he was very calculated and crap. He was very like, I want you to do this and blame him and do, like, he was just framing people left and right. And there was also a bunch of characters that weren't put in the game from the comics, which kind of like...
Of course, comics... It's hard to transition comic books to movies. We are video games. They can't really stick to one story.
That's just it, though. They kind of stuck to the story from what I saw and read, but they changed a lot of elements. Like with the chick that you get at the end, her name was Zoe, I think. Yeah, it's Zoe. It's this redhead chick that, has like a little bob and stuff, like punked out and stuff. But in the comic, she's like, has shaved sides with a mohawk and 2 strands of hair in the front. She looks completely different. Like the characters look completely different, dude, from what they do in the comic books. The greasers, like, dude, nothing like their freaking comic book, what they look like. It's crazy, dude, but I am actually looking forward to Bully 2. If it's really still in the making, Rockstar, do it, man, because that was a staple for me in the PS2 era. The Grand Theft Auto 6.
Actually, I read up that all other video game publishers and companies don't want to release nothing around.
I believe it, dude, because people are just going to be stuck on that game. They're going to be glued onto that fucking game. I think they pushed it back like 2 years or something like that. I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think they pushed it back like another year or 2.
5 to 6, it's fucking huge.
Really?
Yeah. This 5 was huge already.
But see, it wouldn't make sense in my personal opinion, because the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was 4 maps put together, which is what 5 is, and the new Grand Theft Auto. So it made 4 maps into 2 maps and just stuck them together, and it was huge. It would take you a while to get to the other side of the map. Vice City was only 2 islands, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Vice City was only 2 islands. So
everyone's favorite.
I liked it, dude. I like Vice City.
I liked it. You know me, I already told you. I thought I died for that.
Really? Like,
because it was just a thing extra.
Well, I mean, like any other game out there, like it's like how I told you about Call of Duty. Call of Duty, oh, dude, I'm still holding the gun, but now I'm holding 2.
So since you're talking about Call of Duty, just real quick, you know how Call of Duty is? It's like a big staple since Call of Duty.
Way before that too.
Well, there's a Chainsaw and Bob skin coming out.
Get the fuck out! No.
Yeah, so I just fucking talk about that. Chainsaw and Bob skin.
Are they gonna have their like trench coat skins, or is it
actually their skin? It's what? Yeah, with the coat. It's I mean his jacket, that famous jacket. Oh
yeah,
big jacket with his long hair. And then the big trench coat.
Yeah.
Like it's some from like Jason and Bob. It's not the now older.
Yeah.
From their famous like their era.
A Bong Man, and what was Son of Bob's character or something?
Was it? Just the same.
No, that's no.
I can't really remember. Yeah, their comic book counterparts. You didn't really have a fucking comic book store, right?
Shut up.
It's called Jane Silent Bob Secret Santa.
Oh, damn. Where's that located?
I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot.
I would like to make a trip there. Yeah, just for the sole purpose of saying I went there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a comic book store, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's actually something that's on my bucket list, as to go cross country and just like visit places that just landmarks, you know, just for the fuck of it. And of course something like that, like the Jay and Silent Bob's Sticky Stash and stuff like that, or a certain restaurant that everybody talks about. Like that's one of my things on my bucket list, dude. Hell's Kitchen. I mean, that would be in like on the way. I mean, what other place like that I was thinking of? Like, I can't think of any of them at this moment because I have them written down. I have a little journal that have all that stuff written down. My little black book. I don't have it with me, but yeah. Yeah. You know, the whole I'm an anime character, and yeah. Yeah, no. Instead, I get they're big. Oh yeah, they break through them walls. But no, I mean, that's something I would like to do. Fuck, I can't talk. What the hell? What is it? What is in this whiskey? What the fuck did you give me?
So I got this whiskey, and as you fellow Bisons know, we like to enjoy a good beverage here in the lounge, and it's called the Reverend.
The Reverend.
It's a new Tennessee whiskey, sour mash. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
It's smooth.
It's smooth.
It's smooth. Like, yeah. I mean, you always want that little tiny burn, or a good burn like that toking. That burn's going down.
With the cigar.
And with the cigar.
Yes,
of course.
You just think that they see our what is it called, our icon, or our pictures, Bisons. It's not just for show. That's really awesome.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now. I mean, I've been signaling Noe to pass me the lighter, and he hasn't passed it. What the fuck? Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, James Silent Bob. I just think it's crazy how Call of Duty's come so far, and how it's not even like Fortnite. Well, I saw this thing where Sabrina Carpenter's going to be a skin for Fortnite.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Shut up. No way. I mean, they had Snoop Dogg, they had Eminem, they had Goku, they have Vegeta, they have Piccolo, Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
They have everybody.
So big.
More? I mean, I don't understand it myself, dude, but at the same time, I've caught myself. Yeah.
It's my age.
Yeah, that's okay. We're old anyways. But I've never understood that myself, because, I mean, the game is somewhat fun to me. But I don't know, like I just hated the building. The moment that you shoot a person, they build a 5-star hotel. Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why? Like, this is stupid. But then they did the whole no build mode. So I'm like, all right, let me try this. This is no build mode, which is a lot more fun. You have like nobody building shit. Just shooting
around.
Yeah, exactly. For me, the building was just stupid. But they've had shit. They had Metallica.
Yeah.
They had Metallica. So I mean, they're doing pretty good. And of course, their major fan base or players, I guess you can say, is kids. So they're asking kids, their parents for like. They do now, because they have concerts in there too. Yeah, they have concerts. They had a concert for Metallica. They had a concert for, I believe, Eminem. I think they did one for Billie Eilish. For Ariana Grande. Yeah,
that's like wow.
Yeah. I've heard that she was doing that for a role.
Nah, that's scary. That's fucking scary, Steve. Like, that shit is like, to me, it's me getting off track, but that's what happens when you're in Hollywood. It comes a time where and they're like, all right, you're either going to do something crazy or we're going to have you do something crazy. So they said, you gotta look like a walking corpse
for this next role, and you're gonna like it.
And you want that money? You want to stay on top?
Do I?
Let's not hit it. Her fucking acting sucks.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a movie. I mean, I remember her roles in, I think, Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had to.
I was already out that Nickelodeon phase. I was old school with the fucking, what can I say? I was Rugrats.
Rugrats.
You remember,
Rocko's Modern Life, all that. Fluffy was in that?
Yeah. Okay, funny story. I'm gonna offend some people. I don't mean to offend you. Not a Fluffy fan. Never.
What?
Never thought he was funny, ever.
Wow.
Like, my girlfriend saw Secretary. She was watching Santa the other day and threw out, how can you listen to this?
Really?
It's not funny. Like, what are you laughing about? Laugh again, you're gonna get
I mean, I love Fluffy, dude. He's funny. I even watched this show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Mr. Iglesias. It was actually pretty funny. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was. I liked it. I like his humor because I mean, a Latino myself. Like, that's like a lot. I see a lot in common too with a lot of the jokes that he says. Because in my personal opinion, he's hilarious, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick between him and George Lopez, I'd go Fluffy all the way.
I know what you was.
Really?
But prime George Lopez. He was funny back when he came out. Like, to me, granted, he's been out, but there was a moment, I want to say, I want to say like 04, or like maybe 08. He was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that George Lopez is not funny. Like, he's hilarious, dude.
Hilarious.
But I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I'd go Fluffy.
Who would you say? I'm not gonna say who's your favorite comedian, but who would you put up there?
As my favorite?
On top.
Well, somebody that always makes me laugh no matter what.
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
I like Bill Burr, but he never makes me really laugh. I just get a crack or like a good chuckle out of his humor.
Yeah.
It's his humor that does it for me.
Yeah, because I mean, I want to say, because I saw a couple of clips where he had John Lovitz. And he was like making fun of him, saying like, your comedy sucks. Like, what the hell is this? And he starts mimicking Bill Burr, and Bill Burr's actually laughing at it. So the fact that you can laugh at yourself is a pretty good direction for being a comedian and stuff like that. That's why, like, when I was laughing at John Lovitz making fun of him, I kind of started seeing like, I mean, yeah, he does do that in his comedy, but it's still funny. It's still hilarious. But I would put him up there. Alongside Fluffy, because he's one of my tops. And it's funny because as much as I like Fluffy's comedy, to this day, I have not gone to a fucking comedy show of his.
I've never been to a comedy show. I would like to go to one.
I mean, we can go to the LOL, the Laugh Out Loud.
I know of the comedy club. I just never been to
a show in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to know a guy that tried it. I don't know if he's still doing it. I used to go to a high school with a guy that tried it at the Laugh Out Loud. I I don't know. Like he was like promoting himself on his Facebook and stuff like that. And I saw a couple of clips, but I don't know how it went for him. I mean, in the clips, he got a couple of laughs here and there, but I don't know how it went for him. I have not heard of his name in lights or anything like that.
That means you didn't make it.
I want to assume so. You didn't make it in Hollywood.
Well, one of my favorites, but he's been dad for years, was Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
Patrice O'Neal,
yeah.
One of my favorites. And of course, I mean, the GOAT, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, dude. That's another person that I still haven't seen live, dude. I still
know.
Same.
He came here, I believe, almost a year ago, and it was like $300 for a regular seat.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds all right.
And it's in the nosebleeds too.
Yeah.
Nosebleeds. If I'm gonna go to a comedy show for like somebody that big, I'd like the VIP experience to make it an experience, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, if I'm like sitting in the nosebleeds but still seeing them live, like yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the show, but I want to have, like, for example, the Fluffy experience. I want to have the Dave Chappelle experience, you know, with having that VIP seat. Probably sees me in the front row and he starts making fun of me, you know, that sort of thing, you know. Really?
Say.
You're not supposed to say anything.
I want to say something.
Because I seen a lot of people that, like, you know, they take it. They just like the comedians making fun of them and they just laugh, you know. You're able to laugh at yourself, which is something that you need to be able to do.
Yeah.
You can't take every joke seriously. I mean, shit. If people didn't have a sense of humor, we'd be fucked.
Karens.
Yeah, there you go. And they call them Karens and they make fun of them even more when they find out they're Karens.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But
there's another guy, his name's Big J Okerson. He's not like up there when it comes to like fluffy stuff. He's no, but not like Dave Chappelle, fluffy.
Right.
But
he's not selling out stadiums.
Not stadiums, but he does. I want to say shows. Like
bars,
clubs, and all that. But he's on the Bonfire. I've been listening to him for years. It's another podcast, and he's very raunchy. I like that.
Another person that I actually want to see too is Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. He's hilarious also, dude. No, he's good. I recommend him. He's fucking hilarious. Now I'm going to ask you this. You already said Patrice O'Neal, but a dead comedian that you would bring back to life and ride in a car with. Patrice O'Neal? Really? You'd think like along the road, he's just going to be making you laugh, saying stupid shit and stuff like that.
I think not only that, I actually used to live, everyone doesn't know, you should look it up. He's had interviews and like even he used to do like kind of like dating advice in a sense, but like what you should do for being a guy.
Yeah.
Like make a relationship work in a sense. And he's spot on. Like he's always been spot on.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And he's funny about it. Like I would love to like probably drive in a car with another one who I'm trying to get shit for, but Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld.
He has a show, doesn't he, where he takes people out?
Cars, or what is it? Comedians in Cars.
Comedians in Cars, yeah.
Guys, different comedian. He says,
yeah,
cars,
yeah.
They get coffee. They just bullshit.
Yeah, like there was one episode that I started cracking up at where like he tried to take President Obama.
Yeah, I was just going to say he had Obama.
Yeah, he had Obama, and it was hilarious because when he got to the gate, the guards are like, "You ain't going nowhere." Oh, but you know we're making a show. You're not going anywhere. And they had to go back into the White House cafeteria, which was pretty cool. I mean, like, I myself would like to take a tour of the White House, like, and like, legit. Mexican! The port is out!
I go now to meet you.
So tell me, are you here legally? Yes. Lie. Take them away, boys. Take them away, boys. I smell the sweat and blood. Take them out, boys.
What would you meet?
Hell yeah, dude! I do the Trump dance with him. The Trump dance, like with what's they called that song called the YMCA song?
Yeah.
That he does a little movement with his hands, like.
Yeah.
I do the dance with him, man. Shit, like if we were famous enough and this podcast was big enough, I'd invite him to freaking sit down and talk to us. So tell me, Mr. Trump, what are your next goals?
We'd be up.
We'd have to be up there for him to even like acknowledge us. Yeah,
like shit, 10 grand for a fucking 10-minute fucking podcast.
I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. Look at this podcast. This is the best podcast I've been on. And I'm the president. I approve this message.
Nice outside of the background already takes.
Take that one back to Mexico and the other one back to an Indian reservation.
Well, people
same here, because I'm white complected. I'm white complected. I'll tell you.
Talk that S8 fucking vibe.
It sometimes comes out of me.
I'm wearing a bandana over my head with a teardrop really tattoo.
I should probably take that off then. Yeah, that probably gives it away.
Bisons.
We're men. Nothing but men.
You gotta ask her if you trip anything. If you had.
Shit, that's a good question, dude. Like, I mean, are we being serious or are we being... I mean, because if we were idiots...
Guys, why are you doing...
How dare you? No, shit. Did you fuck Hillary? Something like that. I don't know. Fucking, like, fucked her behind the scenes. Michelle.
The same time.
God damn. That's Riz right there from Donald Trump. I don't know.
If I could ask, I'd be, and this is be serious, it's on what way would I go about this? He's a
billionaire, yeah, that would be a good
shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Side note, if anyone doesn't know, the stock market is down right now. This is the perfect time to
like invest.
Yeah, that's just a side thing. People are like, what the fuck are these dudes talking about? Man, this is a lot. We talk about anything and everything at the same time.
Yeah. Everything and nothing.
Everything and nothing at the same time.
Yes, sir. But I mean, what? It's funny because I mean I've gotten feedback for the show. You know, I have a couple of family members that like talk to me and say like, we heard you, like, and y'all are funny and stuff like that. But there was one episode where we kind of got into the politics of it, and they asked me like, really, those are your thoughts? Yeah. So you're a Republican? I'm like, no, I'm not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. I just lean to the one that's going to benefit me better, benefit my family better. You can be one, and that's money, yeah. But I mean, not even that. Like, it's just, I could care less.
Those people shit.
Bro, it's intense, dude. And like, it made me laugh because how the fuck do you not know that the Cybertrucks have cameras on them? They were blasted online on the news saying like, these trucks have cameras all over the place.
How much of a fucking loser in whole life you got to go like Bisons just as
you? I guess they don't like Elon or something. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, shit. Like, the guy's a trillionaire, billionaire? Yeah.
It's a trillionaire. Can you imagine? Being a millionaire was one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being a billionaire is another.
Mm-hmm.
Being a trillionaire? Jesus fucking Christ. Now you can walk outside after having a portfolio.
I mean, the dude knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He has SpaceX. He bought Twitter.
He lays pipe. He lays pipe.
Yeah. I believe it. I mean,
it's all, and that's not, I mean, all offense on the man, but he's not that good looking of a guy. He's fucking lays pipe.
When I used to work for that company, that construction company, we were supposed to do, it was crazy because before the whole COVID thing happened, pre-COVID, this was pre-COVID, we had gotten the word that our company was going to take over the construction of, I believe, Microsoft buildings, and also we were going to do Tesla. So like, I'm like, God damn, we're building for Tesla. Like, Tesla's doing that good right now where they're able to pay a construction company to build their shit. Then I started seeing like all this news about Elon, what he's doing, all the money that he makes. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a whole lot more sense, dude. That dude is stacked with money, dude. He's got nothing to worry about, nor do his kids. Years, dude.
Generations down the line, he's finally taken care of.
Well, I think with this whole stuff that he's doing, I mean, awesome. I would love to save, like, for us to have more money. Like, he's looking down on what he's checking out, like, what doesn't make sense? Why are we spending so much money? And he's investigating that stuff, and he's found a lot of shit where we're like, that's where our tax dollars are going to? What the fuck? To OnlyFans, yeah. So feet pics of, I don't know. I don't know whose feet those were, but they were hairy. And they're really, really hairy. Good to know.
I'm not saying it's me, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Good to know. Might open up a channel myself.
But let's get to a segment. Horrors verse.
Oh yeah,
Verse.
yeah.
You want to leave this?
I mean, okay. So since we were talking about the PS2 era back in the day, and you said you stopped at 3.
I played others, but 3 was the one where I really put a lot of time.
Right. I mean, who would you pick between the characters? Would you go for Claude or would you go for Tommy Vercetti? Claude. Really? I mean, you're talking about a mute.
Yeah. I've always been, when it comes to beauty, I've always been a sucker for characters that never really spoke.
So, like Jack from Jack and Daxter?
I never played Jack.
Really?
He did?
Jack, on the first one, no. On the second one, he
It
did.
was the second, just because it did so.
Yeah.
That's not Dead Space. I always go back to Dead Space, but the first one, he never talked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he never talked. And the original Dead Space, and the remake, he talks here and there, but still not a lot. But the first one, never talked. He would yell, scream, and breathe. But that was it. He never spoke a word.
Holy shit! I have to look that up now. I have to play that.
Never spoke.
Because I remember that he, at the beginning, they were giving him his instructions at what he was supposed to do at the Ishimura, and
that was it. He would just listen.
Really? God damn. That's. I never even fucking thought of that either. I never fucking thought of that. Holy shit! But yeah, no, okay. So you would go for Claude. I'd go for Tommy.
Really?
I go for Tommy Vercetti because he took over a whole fucking city. He became the person to go to if you needed drugs.
Yeah.
And he even killed the guy that sent him there. That was gonna betray him. Yeah, Sonny Forelli. He killed Sonny Forelli. Well, that's who you fight at the end. And then even somebody tried to double cross him, and he killed that guy too. So for me, I go with Tommy Vercetti from Vice City. Carl Johnson. I mean, the development was good. The character development was good for Carl Johnson. He went from just being a gangbanger to a full blown, like, a producer, freaking owner of fucking all these fucking companies and shit. So, but then again, Tommy did the same thing. One of the missions, don't you make a porn? You're helping one of the freaking porn stars make a porno and stuff like that. He bought all these properties. He became like a fucking. He became a kingpin. Kingpin. Yeah, there's my Latino coming out. He became a kingpin of Vice City. As much, I don't think CJ took over San Andreas though. The Carl Johnson. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he took over San Andreas though. Yeah, so that's why I got to give it to Tommy because he was just a gangster. Yeah, but I mean, he became rich and shit. I will say that, which is weird, dude. Like I kept on like, so I remember when I started playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I thought to myself, I wonder where CJ's at, but they weren't in the same universe apparently. It's a different universe. So like 4 for Liberty City, yeah. Nico Bellic, you were some Eastern European guy that was in the war.
Yeah.
So he knew how to handle guns and shit like that. But I don't know. Nico had a pretty good run. The DLCs you were playing as biker, and then another one where you were playing a Puerto Rican dude, something like that. I don't remember too much. Yeah, 4 was kind of weak. Not to mention it.
Weakest.
So, damn, now that you put it like that, like, if I had to choose, if we went across all the Grand Theft Autos,
So sticking.
you're still sticking with Claude? Damn, because CJ was pretty cool. Nico, yeah, no, nobody else took over a whole fucking city. So that's why I gotta say I'd still stick with Tommy. Tommy Vercetti, yeah, because I mean he went from like just a little lackey of the mafia, the Forelli mob, to the kingpin of freaking Vice City.
Nice.
And even and that was after. So Vice City Stories talks about Victor Vance, and he dies at the beginning of Vice City. He's the guy that gives you the freaking coke to buy, and then he gets shot up. He dies. So, yeah, no, I'd still say Tommy, because you play as Victor Vance too. So, but he dies. Tommy, there's no record. I mean, I've gone through the whole lore of it. I don't see no record of Tommy dying.
For Claude either, right?
Claude, no, because he comes out in the Grand Theft Auto 5, the online. He could be your parent, like for your character when you're creating your character.
Really?
You pick two parents, and one of them can be Catalina, and the other one can be Claude. Yeah,
Pretty.
yeah. I thought that was pretty cool itself too. I don't remember seeing. Did I see CJ? I think even Tommy comes out.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think because a bunch of people from the other games pop out in there. Like for when you're picking a parent, you pick two parents, and you're just going through them. You even see Misty.
Oh,
the hooker from 3. Yeah, you see her. She's in it, and then you can also have Catalina, the one from the girlfriend, Claude's girlfriend at the beginning that betrays you.
That betrays you.
Yeah. So you see, she can be a parent that you pick. I think you do see Tommy apart from Claude himself. I don't remember seeing CJ. I don't remember seeing anybody else. I'm trying to think, dude, but no. Then again, I did pick Claude as my dad, so.
She would pick. I would too. That is badass than my father.
That's my father. He robbed banks.
Well, I wanted to get into something, so we're gonna cross it to the comic universe in a sense. So movies. You like the Marvel Universe movies?
Absolutely.
Do you?
Yeah.
I hate.
Okay.
It was besides that. But there's a movie, The Next Avengers. It's called Doomsday, and it's a big event. And they did a tease trailer, but it wasn't of the movie. It was of all the actors that are going to be in it. The way they did it was they showed their chairs with their names. And I don't know. Most of those names I don't really know because I don't like the new Marvel universe. But Captain America, not Chris Evans, the Falcon one now. He's in it. And of course,
Anthony Mackie,
Paul Rudd, which I do like Ant-Man, except the third one was fucking horrible.
The Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
Or was that the second one?
The second one was Ant-Man and Wasp, but the third one was Ant-Man and Wasp, I believe, too. But it was like into the multiverse or some shit like that. And it was horrible. It was a shitty movie. It was bad. But I like Paul Rudd. And of course, Shang-Chi's gonna be there. Oh my god, damn! I was hoping we wouldn't get no more into this guy, but we're getting him, and the Thunderbolts, like Bucky, Winter Soldier, which I am a huge fan of the Winter Soldier. I am hyped for Thunderbolts coming out. That's pretty much like your offbeat characters. That it's a lackey Avengers team.
It's like the Defenders.
Yeah, like better than the Defenders. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean,
the Thunderbolts beats the.
Well, I mean, who's in the Thunderbolts?
Well, it goes off. Comics they change it here and there, but off the movie Thunderbolts, it's going to be Bucky, not Black Widow, her sister, which I don't care, but she is hot.
Brown Widow. Yeah, I just thought I'd go for another Spider reference.
Oh,
ignore me. I'll show myself out.
But yeah, please do. And, the dad, which is not Captain Britain, I forgot some knockoff, and then the U.S. agent who is a knockoff of Captain America, and I forget the Ghost character from the second Ant-Man movie. She's in it, and she's hot.
Oh yeah,
she's gorgeous. And There's a few more. I don't really care.
So it's a big crew.
That's why I said, like, it's like an Avengers team, except it's not Avengers, it's like a downgrade.
Yeah. So, like, if the world's endangered, but the monster is not as strong.
Yeah.
If it's not...
It's a B fucking
if it's not Galactus.
Yeah.
If it was only Silver Surfer, they'll send them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just gonna say, I hope it does good, but I think it's gonna be horrible.
You think so?
I believe so.
Huh. Because, I mean...
And, I'm going to say, I hope so. And they're doing the same shit where they're bringing old Fox characters. So, the X-Men confirmed, which, of course, I believe Wolverine, which Hugh Jackman is going to be back. But it was confirmed that the Magneto and Professor X actors are going to be there, the old ones.
Oh.
Not the newer, younger ones. They might be in it, but they haven't been confirmed yet.
No shit.
They're coming back. And then the guy that was Nightcrawler in X-Men 2
Shut up. No way.
in it. And I'm forgetting, I was looking more and that were confirmed, but I just kind of remember. It's a huge cast, like huge. Like
I saw that video you're talking about where they were showing their chairs and stuff. But I don't know. Like there was a couple of them where I'm like,
that's right.
I'm not too sure about these, but all right, we'll see what they got. And
I'm gonna still piss some people off. I do not care to see Robert Downey Jr. That's tough to do.
That's not really.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, I really, really don't. Like, why?
Well, let's see how he does, because I mean, man. So it's gonna. I can already tell it's gonna be a total different universe.
Oh, it's like the universes meeting other universes. That's what it is.
Yeah, the multiverse.
It's a multiverse.
But I mean, like with Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, you're not gonna get him as Iron Man anymore. So I mean,
to me, it's like really like this. He's playing a character, an iconic character, and he's gonna be something else now. Granted, he might not be this character again after this, but still, why? Why?
I mean, they still missed the point where what's his name? Where Iron Man gets the alien suit. They never brought that up in the movies.
Fucked.
They really? I'm surprised because there's an alien suit that he gets, like his suit. You know how it's powered by that the whole clean energy bullshit.
Yeah.
There's a suit that he gets that's powered by alien energy, which is supposed to be his strongest suit, from what I've heard. I may be wrong. Who knows? I'm probably pissing people off right now. Yeah, but I mean, I was hoping that you would have more info on that. Not at all. Wow, I'm surprised.
Never read on Iron Man in the comics. Like, the only Iron Man I read was like spin-off, like Civil War spin-off stories, and I never actually picked up Iron Man's story, like actual Iron Man comics to read.
Right.
I mean, he's cool on that Iron Man, but not that.
Okay.
To me, it's always a despair. And I'm despair. Sorry.
I mean, who would you pick? Let's do a little crossover. Batman or Iron Man? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You think he can take on Tony Stark? Because he got... Yeah, but I mean, like, do you think that they'll be as powerful as Iron Man's? Because, I mean, he has the Hulk Buster. I think the Hulk Buster itself will give Batman fucking problems. Yeah, but I mean, of course, we need to get that out of people's fucking heads, dude. Batman always has a plan. What if he doesn't have time? Oh, my prep time. Oh, the prep time. If he has prep time, he's got it. Like, there's not going to always be fucking prep time for fucking Batman.
I mean, it's like, he's because of the whole suit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fucking kill Batman. Like, nothing. Like, not a blink of an eye. Faster than that before you finish blinking.
I mean, by the comic standard, like, the only reason that he was able to beat Superman is because they were both old?
No.
No?
No. Superman holds back all the time. Yeah, like he's beat, like technically we're gonna be comic wise. Batman's beat his Superman, but not beating him like he beat the shit.
I mean, Alfred beat the shit out of Superman.
Nah, that was just a comic. Like, he just headbutted him, which was OG.
Didn't he fucking like deck him a couple of times and tell me?
He did.
He's like, I am very disappointed in you.
Man, it's comics. They go down those routes. They probably had him where like he lost his powers for like 20 hours or some shit, which he has. the comic.
I'm trying to remember what the premise was in that comic, because but I don't know if Batman had gained powers or something like that, where he was able to like go against Superman. But I don't know. I'd have to read back into it, because I saw the movie. I saw the videos and stuff like that, and I'm like, this makes sense. I'm pretty sure Batman could whoop Superman if...
Like, if Batman has Superman powers and you put him up against Superman... I mean, if Batman has Superman powers and you put him up against Superman, I guarantee he'll win.
Yeah.
Because that Superman is just a OG fucking powerhouse.
Yeah.
OG powerhouse. If you get out to Batman with his brain and his, like, way of planning, oh yeah, definitely fucking beat.
Because, I mean, the way I see Superman and Batman, Superman is the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Superman is the Boy Scout, while Batman is the corrupt cop.
Yeah. He's a good cop, man.
Yeah, he's the bad cop in general. Yeah. So I see Batman as the bad cop. So the whole moral that he has is not killing. I don't know why. Batman. Yeah, they both have it, but I think Superman has more of the ability to kill anybody he wants. I mean, look at Injustice. Look what the fuck he did.
Yeah,
But I think he gets taken over by Brainiac, does he not?
Take over. Brainiac can't.
We're getting too deep.
It's too deep. This is hard to read about.
Yeah, no, it's the multiverse fucking strands and shit.
But and I remember like not so long ago, my girlfriend, she was talking, and we were watching one of the animated DC movies and Superman having it. And I think she was like, I just don't understand Superman. Like, how is he so like big of a character, but like he's a Boy Scout? Like I was like, this is why. I'll tell you why. Okay, Superman is the OG of all superheroes. He is the OG.
Okay.
He's what started superhero.
Yeah.
First piece. Yeah, people are like, oh, what about now? We all know typically it was Superman. But he is a Boy Scout like that. But it's like that comparison I like to say, the vanilla and chocolate. You know, the big debate. It's vanilla or chocolate. A lot of people usually pick chocolate, right? Majority of people pick chocolate. But, okay, but vanilla is Superman. Batman is chocolate. And everyone loves chocolate. Everyone loves Batman.
Yeah.
But vanilla, which is Superman, is still the OG. Just like vanilla ice cream.
And you can mix it with anything. So you can do a lot with Superman.
Yeah, Superman could do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, goddamn. Did you play the Kill the Justice League?
No, I heard it was shit though.
You really?
I like the premise though of the Justice League being like evil, but they could kill him like they were killing the Flash. I could understand. You could kill the Flash if you get him. Batman is the same that you could kill the Superman. No, I don't believe that for a second.
I'm trying to remember how it ends. The game ends. Because I watched a streamer, or one of my favorite streamers, play the game, and they got through it in three streams, dude. In 3 streams. They were playing as, what's his name?
Katzenberger?
No, the other one.
Deadshot.
Thank you. Yeah, they were playing as him. I would have played as Captain Boomerang, but
yeah. I was like Katzenberger.
Yeah. But the way they kill all of them, the other one that wasn't evil was Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Batman was evil. The Flash was evil. Green Lantern was evil. Superman was evil. But I believe it was all Brainiac. Brainiac's the one that took over all of them. So,
Brainiac does. He's like a Iris. He's technically Iris. That's all Brainiac.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, it was a whole other thing.
But speaking of superheroes and comics, here's another thing that came out last week. You remember The Dark Knight, the Christian movie with Joker?
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger, like Joker?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, his dad, I believe, revealed his journal he was writing in when he was locked up. So he didn't know to the readers and stuff. Heath Ledger, the iconic, which people consider the Joker of movies, which I strongly agree with. No one stood at the top 10.
No.
And I'm sure it gets like,
so-and-so.
Yeah. But, he, during filming, he had rented an apartment and he would lock himself in there. No one really knew what he would do. He would leave, like, He could probably get ideas like writing in his journal and practicing, but his dad had the journal, showed it. I didn't read the readings, but I saw all the pictures he had put in.
Yeah.
Like he had hyenas, clowns.
Yeah.
Like it was like bizarre. He even had pictures he took of him and makeup at his apartment, the apartment he was at.
Yeah.
And it's such a cryptid, like
it's
weird. Because it's, the man's no longer, as we know, the man is no longer alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just like bizarre to see this, because I think it was already over 10 years. It has
to be good. Damn, like, yeah, no, it's been a while. It's been a fucking while. Yeah.
Like, it's bizarre to just see that.
I mean, there was a bunch of conspiracy theorists that said, like, it was a Joker that killed him. He got into his mind and he...
Technically, it was the character.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's kind of getting deep into the soul psychological effect of being the Joker.
It's just crazy.
I mean, yeah, he was demented. A lot of the stuff that happened in the movie was all, what's it called, improv. A lot of the shit was improv, which that's why, like, Heath Ledger was an actor, was a really good actor.
Crazy. Or the movie came out, everyone was what was it?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna dog on everybody just for the sake of it. I mean, well, they were right, but I mean, that's one other thing.
My defense, yes, he was not a good Joker, but I like the look. I like the Joker gangster look, because in comics, the Joker has gone through like these different like profiles.
I did like that whole gangster look.
Yes, I liked it.
But he went for the modern age gangster. When you look at if you remember the animated series, which for me, nobody's gonna. I mean, Mark Hamill was the OG from the animated series, Batman. Yeah, he did it like a perfect Joker. Just the laugh in itself was fucking chef's kiss.
I remember, you know who was gonna be Joker before Mark Hamill?
Who?
Jim Curry.
Really?
Jim Curry.
Wow, that would have been interesting.
He had like testing, like you went on YouTube where like he was doing the lines, and he actually did, but still Mark Hamill still is.
Yeah, Mark Hamill blew it out. I mean, it was the same thing with the what's that other movie, the kids movie, that a green ogre. What the fuck's the name of the Shrek? Shrek. Yeah, it wasn't always going to be Michael.
Oh, it was supposed to be, what was his name?
Chris Farley.
Chris
Farley, and then the testing tapes, and he sounded good. It sounded good. Like it would have been a great freaking movie. I mean, it still is. I like Shrek. It's an awesome movie.
I like the first. I really enjoyed the first one.
No, you don't like the second? I enjoyed both. I enjoyed the first and second one. Fifth? Yeah. I think it's a fifth one, yeah. Like, they had kids, but I think only one of them is, like, there with them.
Yeah, that's... She shouldn't be.
Yeah. But, I mean, for me, I like that movie, but it was supposed to be Chris Farley. So, like, when you think about it, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see Chris Farley doing it. But you're so used to Mike doing it that you're just like, nah, that's Shrek. Mike is Shrek.
Yeah, I like Shrek.
Easily. But going back to the Joker himself, Heath Ledger knocking it out of the water and Mark Hamill being like the OG for me, I think DiMaggio did a really good fucking job as the Joker. Though he's the voice, I think we've talked about this before, but he's also the voice of Jake the dog from Adventure Time. He's also the voice of Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Yeah, he's a badass. He's Bender.
Oh,
Bending Rodriguez. Huh? Bender?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come back. That's what it was.
Wait. So in the remakes,
I believe that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, really? Holy shit! I wonder who replaced him. But no, he's Bender the robot. He's fucking Jake the dog, and he was a Joker. And I think it's the one where Batman kills the Joker, where they're fighting inside like this like cave and stuff, and he stabs him in the eye with a fucking batarang.
Oh, you're talking about the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, that was good.
I believe that it was him. I think that's him in that one. I could be wrong. Somebody will correct me if I am. But he has he did a really good fucking job, dude.
Really?
Yeah, in my personal opinion, DiMaggio did a fucking good job, dude. He's a beast. He's a beast of a voice actor.
And going off the Joker, so the recent Joker, which we still haven't fully got, so the recent Batman, what's his name? Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Which I love that movie. I'm not gonna lie, I really.
It was good.
It was good. But there was a deleted scene, and it's on YouTube. It wasn't in the film, where there's a scene where he goes to see the Joker in Arkham. You never seen it?
That's
I'd have to show you when we're done here. It's like really good. It's like a 2-minute segment.
I mean, I saw the movie, but
It's not in the movie.
oh, it's not in the movie.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, after the movie came out, maybe a week or two, they posted the deleted scene of it on YouTube. And it's saying Robert Pattinson going there, and he's already in Arkham, the Joker. He's there. He goes to ask him for advice on the Riddler before he caught him, before he knew about him.
Right.
It's very much how some FBI agents and DEA used to do back in the 80s.
They would ask criminals.
They asked foreign criminals. And the Joker they had, he was behind the glass when it was blurry.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really see it. Well, you could see his face is scarred up.
Yeah.
And the voice acting and whoever it is, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The laugh's all right. But the way he talks and all that, I loved it. I think I'm hyped for the Joker.
Okay.
I'm hyped for the Joker that they plan. I don't know if they planned, because supposedly what the director wants to do, he doesn't want to put the Joker in just yet.
Really?
Yeah, he wants to put other criminals in.
Scarecrow, like
that side. I think when they decide to end this Robert Pattinson era, it might be the Joker's
the last villain that he takes
on.
on.
Way to go about it.
I believe so too. I mean, goddamn, that would be a pretty badass ending right there. He'd taking out
with the Joker,
yeah,
G criminal of that.
I wonder who's gonna be the Joker, dude. Damn. That's gonna be one for the books.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, no, hell yeah, that's pretty badass, man. That's dope. But so here's the thing. I was thinking of, do you remember us talking about Batman and me going back to nostalgic times and shit like that? I just remembered a game that I thought was actually pretty fun. Do you remember Batman Beyond?
Yes.
Did you ever play the Nintendo 64? Yeah. Did you ever play it? What'd you think about it?
I liked it. It was all right.
It was all right.
Considering that day era of video games.
Yeah, and a lot of people gave it shit, but I mean, it's still at the same time, it's almost a cult classic.
Yeah, it's almost a cult classic.
Yeah. What did you think about the series itself?
Oh, Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a series that I'm going to say no one could touch, because no one's touched it. Batman Beyond.
Well, I mean, it's over, isn't it?
What?
It's over?
Yeah. What I mean by no one's touched it is like, so Batman Beyond, it was a what if. It was never a comic.
What?
Like, it was a comic when the show came out.
Right.
It was never a comic before the show. So it was its own thing when they made it up.
What the fuck?
It was such a huge thing that Batman Beyond was like a whole class. Like, who doesn't love?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Girlfriend granted, we've been together for a bit now, so she already knows me about comics.
Right.
But she was a huge fan of Batman Beyond. And that was before she met me. She was a big fan.
Right.
Who does love Batman?
Absolutely.
Sarah McGinnis.
Yeah.
The old Bruce Lee.
Yeah. What I wanted to like, because it tripped me out. The last episodes that I saw of it where he's talking to Amanda Waller, telling him like the world needs a Batman. So they cloned him. Like, what the fuck? Artificial insemination or something like that?
See, it's pretty much what they do for people that have trouble with kids. They get someone else today and embed it. And the woman,
artificial insemination.
Yeah, what they did was they got Bruce Wayne's DNA.
True.
What?
And continue.
So what they did was they got Bruce Wayne's DNA and then stuck the dad with Bruce Wayne's DNA. So when he, does the dirty, it's really half and half in a sense, because he's still, his genes are still in Terry, but it's also Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Terry has two dads.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Terry has two.
That's a clusterfuck there, dude. I thought it was cool though. I thought it was pretty dope how they're all like,
It's dark considering that day and age of cartoons.
yeah,
Like being an adult and watching it. I sit there now and I go back and watch old Justice League and Batman Beyond here.
really.
And like, yeah, it's crazy how dark they were. We were just kids and we didn't even know this shit. It's crazy.
Well, what did you think of Justice League Unlimited?
Oh, I love Justice League.
Really?
I love Justice League. Justice League, there was Justice League, and then Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, so what? Just, not F5, but just a side tangent. Justice League is what got me in the comic books.
Okay.
Because I was already like, you're the Spider-Man, Batman, but when I fucking saw Justice League, Flash, Wonder Woman, my girl, that made me want to actually go, which I did. I went to the comic book store and got comics. That's how I started.
Yeah.
Because of the Justice League.
Who's the original Green Lantern in the Justice League? Hal or John? Hal Jordan is
the OG Green Lantern.
So he managed to be part of the Justice League.
Yeah, he's a Justice.
I always thought that he had died before the Justice League was made.
I mean, he has died.
Yeah, I know he dies. Yeah.
But he's OG, and then John Stewart, and then Kyle Rayner. No, not Kyle Rayner. That's the fourth. I always forget the third one, but he's going to be in the new Superman with the third one.
Really?
Yeah. Because he's the one I never gave a shit up. John Stewart was good. Hal Jordan, I love Hal Jordan. And Kyle Rayner's all right. And then there's a girl. But I don't keep up with new comics anymore. So why might be another one?
So you don't know about that one Green Lantern that turned into the White Lantern that had all the lantern rings and stuff?
Where is it?
I think so.
The White Lantern show.
Yeah, but I mean, like I don't know if it's Hal Jordan that turns into or it's
all right.
The fourth Green Lantern. He turns into the White Lantern.
He becomes White Lantern.
Because even the Watchers were trying to keep him from.
Yeah.
Wait, was it the Watchers? No, not the Watchers.
Guardians.
The Guardians. Thank you. I'm thinking fucking Marvel. The Guardians. They didn't want him to have access to all the rings and shit. That one tripped me the fuck out.
What?
Yeah, it tripped me the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck is this? But it tripped me the fuck out.
Christ was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Christ. Blackest Night was good too. That's the one before Christ.
Right.
Blackest.
Is it still the same lantern that's in it? Or is it a whole different story?
It's a whole different story. It's before Rise Day, so Blackest Night is pretty much DC's take on Marvel Zombies, because Black Lanterns are dead superheroes, villains.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead fucking heroes and shit like that. They turn you into black.
Right. I would have assumed so.
Yeah. That's a good read too.
I want to go back and read it. I wonder, are the comics expensive though?
He's good.
Just
you can find them in the dollar bins too.
Oh, really?
Expensive books. Huh. Harry and Sam, that might get a little pricey.
Yeah, I mean, the only variant that I have is the one that you helped me get, which was
Death in
the Family with that
over with the makeup.
Yeah, that's the only variant cover that I have, and a Deadpool and Punisher one. I think it's the first comic. I got a variant cover of it. But those are the only two that I have.
I'm gonna blow some people's minds right now, but I'm not a fan of the new Punisher.
I God damn it! I thought you were gonna say Deadpool, and I was just like, no, give me a dumbbell, but to bash your head in.
All right, this is a great Deadpool. But what's the John something? The new
Bernthal?
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I don't think he's very Punisher-like.
Oh, because I mean,
he has a look.
He pulls it off.
Yeah, he pulls it off. I don't like his story.
Oh, okay.
It's the story.
The show that fucked you. Okay. I can see why. Because sometimes, like, when it comes to a series, they fuck it up. Because I've been watching Daredevil. I don't know. The new one.
I see it. I didn't hear it.
It's meh. Like, I can enjoy it, but I'm also like, no, come on, really? Like, but yeah, because I think they mixed She-Hulk into it too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Since they're both lawyers and shit like that, but I don't know. I can't. I'll watch a little bit more of it just to see, like, give it a chance. Because, like, one show that I didn't like at the beginning, and our friend Isaac introduced me to it, nothing to do with Marvel or DC, Peaky Blinders.
I don't like that show.
Really?
Nah,
With Cillian Murphy?
Yeah, I did try getting it. I didn't like it.
I actually enjoyed it, dude. And like now the newer season, it's intense, dude. Like I enjoyed it. Like I watched the first couple episodes. I'm like, okay, to gangsters, old school, yeah, blah blah blah. So it's gonna be one of those slow. No, dude, I let it cook. Bro, it got good.
Really?
It got good.
I like that actor though.
Scarecrow? Oh, okay, yeah.
To me, whenever I said that, I was just that scared.
Really?
Yeah, he's Scarecrow again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah.
The main villain, Scarecrow.
Oh shit. I didn't know that. Fucking A.
Yeah.
But other than that show kept me entertained for a bit. Let's get into that. What shows have you been watching lately?
The only show I've been watching is damn, I heard for Common Side Effects.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. What's it on? What are you watching on? Hulu? Oh,
It's in a little. It's
on Max. Okay. I've been watching. So I've been watching Peaky Blinders, of course. I've been watching The Last Narco. It's not a series, but it's a documentary that talks about like these cops that were undercover agents, so on and so forth, which is crazy, dude. You fucking like look into these and see what happened like behind the scenes, so to say, I guess, under wraps and all that stuff.
yeah.
Bro, there was so one of the police officers that was undercover, he was a bodyguard for one of the cartel heads. And he said that some of the shit that he had to do fucked with his sanity, dude. Fucked with his sanity so bad that he almost threw in the towel. But then he started thinking to himself, he says it in the documentary, he's like, if I don't do it, this shit's gonna continue. And we want to put a stop to this shit. But, I mean, they did put a stop to it.
Maybe
that part, that cartel, yeah, they did put a stop to it. It's a good show, dude. It's a good one. It's a good documentary. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it because there's still more that I need to watch because, dude, there was so much going on, so much fucking going on that it was crazy. Kind of like that segues into, I've been watching, Pablo Escobar, that show, his fucking show, which is pretty good. Kind of like, they overhype them a bit too much, but it's still good. What else am I? I'm watching a shitload of stuff just to keep me busy while I'm fucking like working, fucking jerking off and doing all that good stuff, talking to bitches and all that stuff.
I'm just
yeah, pretty much, like catfishing chicks and all that, telling them that I'm 6'5".
really?
I'm actually 5'11". Thank you very much.
Nice.
That really? I thought 5'11" was like average. 5'10", 5'11".
5'9", 5'8", 5'9's average.
Really?
5'10", you're already peak. You're peak at 5'10". 5'11",
that extra inch.
You're
I thought it was 6 foot.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there. I could say that. Like, I'm almost there. Put some platform boots. Put a fish tank under them. It's got put a fucking fish tank under them and shit like that with that little goldfish that's swimming around inside the boot. Just goes not dead.
That's neat. But on to another segment, around the world, and I like to call it. And these are like some funny, crazy shit I've been seeing around the world. So, Rolls Royce, you familiar with that?
Yeah,
they're pretty expensive.
Absolutely.
That's not a luxury vehicle.
Absolutely.
That's really rich.
Yeah.
Something we'll never know.
Yeah, no.
Well, there's this company that rents them out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's $1,700 for the day.
1,700. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot.
For the day? So, okay, well, continue.
Royces are $500,000.
Sounds about right. And I'm pretty sure that's their cheapest.
Yeah. But, this guy rented a Rolls Royce, right? And then he went around and robbed.
What the
Rolls Royce he rented. It's the craziest shit. Spent money on a Rolls Royce to make chump change. What? Robbing stores and shit.
What the fuck?
The only reason eventually you would have got caught.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He got caught when he was on the news, the videos and all that, showing the thief get away.
And a Rolls
Royce guy who rents out knew it was his car.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And that's how the dude got caught.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's the same person you rented from that you gave you money to.
Yeah.
Sold you out.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
And it was in Michigan.
The Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. You guys are
Michigan. They know how to go out with style, man. Or to rob.
He went for a joyride, basically.
You're a joyride, spend a shitload of money, which, you know, that's a shitload of money for a car for a day.
Yeah, just for a day. Just $1,700.
$1,700, dude. You just so rob people.
But, I mean, did he at least make the money back?
Well, they never said how much he got away with. I'm sure if you dig deeper, it just happened.
He had to. I mean, if he did a couple of people, like, robbed a couple of people and then robbed a couple of stores, I'm pretty sure he made the money back.
Yeah.
If not...
I mean, he's in jail now.
Yeah, it didn't matter, but still, dude, fuck. I don't know. That's crazy, dude. Rent it out. $1,700. No, $1,700. You have to make the money back and then some. So you have to put the work.
Yeah, he put some work in. He was robbing.
Did he at least get it for the day, the full day?
No. No. Not the full day.
So he didn't get his money's worth.
He had it for like maybe 12 hours. Or maybe it was a full day. It doesn't really honestly say when I'm looking it up, but that's pretty much the headline.
Jesus Christ.
But aside that, also another segment, you know how we talked about how I think Terminators and all that, it's a real thing eventually.
Eventually, we're getting closer to the days of Skynet.
We're at the beginning chapter.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard of any. Well, I mean, I haven't heard of anything going rogue. I've heard of robots shutting down, though. I've heard of robots shutting down, but I'm going to let you get this one out before I get on that. So, tell me about this.
So AI will be doing drive-thru orders soon, I think in a few months, for Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically they're already doing it because isn't it like an AI message that you get at McDonald's? Like, will you be using a McDonald's app, please?
But that's still a person. That's still a person behind time.
I think it's a recording, and then like if you say yes, it asks for a code.
Okay.
And then you give them the code in the app, and then a person tells you, all right, drive up.
Okay, well then it's gonna be full.
Shit.
That's scary shit, dude.
I mean, we already have the kiosks inside the restaurant. We walk up to them. We don't even have to talk to a person. We just go to a kiosk, which I kind of like better in the aspects of, because nowadays every place asks you to tip the person you gave your order to. Every fucking place, like almost every fucking place does it. And it I don't know. For me personally, dude, I would rather tip the people that are making my food than the person that just took the order.
Not for fast. They're not serving it to you.
Some places do. I mean, McDonald's itself, like when your order is out, they'll look for the little tent on your table and they'll bring it out to you.
I don't know anybody who sits at McDonald's anymore and eats.
When you have kids, you have to. Because of the play place and all that stuff. And there's barely any McDonald's with play places.
I was just about to say that. McDonald's still has play places?
There's a couple. There's one on Culebro that on 410 that has the play place. What I miss, I will say this, what I miss about the play place is the Nintendo 64.
Dude, the fuck yeah, dude.
The Nintendo 64. Now they have tablets.
Yeah. Oh, they have tablets?
Yeah, but they're like cheap little games, dude. I remember back in the day you would be playing like Banjo-Kazooie or Mario or Crash. Yeah, dude, you'd be playing like those old school games that were fun. Now they're these little like tablet games like press the letter A. My son's right there like looking at it like, what the fuck? Like, this is A. This is B. Congratulations, you win. This is stupid. I'm going to go to the slide. Like, I've literally seen my son leave that tablet disappointed.
Well, maybe that's the goal, to get the kids to go back to the play place.
Maybe.
That's a good marketing scheme.
Yeah, no, the shit. Keep doing it, McDonald's, because I prefer my son to be running around on the jungle gym and shit like that, you know, fuck. Because one of the things that kind of annoys me is when I would tell my kid, I got him into baseball, my oldest, and my youngest is in jiu-jitsu. So my youngest is learning how to flip people over while my oldest is learning how to swing a bat, which I'm enjoying because they're running. When we first put him into sport, and when they made him do a lap, he had to do the whole lap while holding onto his side, dude.
Wow.
You know when you get that pain on the side?
Pain on the side.
Yeah, he was like over there like, Dad, I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm like, dude, you wanted this. Work for it, dude. Come on. Breathe through your nose, son. Keep going. And he's just like, I can't. I'm like, you better fit your ass. I paid $120 for this fucking shit. Get to it. But now he's able to run. He's able to do a couple of laps before he's like winded and stuff like that. He became better with the bat. I will say that. Like he's actually hitting them dingers like out of the freaking field once in a while. Like I'm proud of him. Yeah. And then my youngest, he's learning jiu-jitsu. He flipped he flipped a kid the other day. Very proud of it. Yeah, because they were teaching them the whole like so you know how you have to grab their gi and then under their arm, and it's the whole push and pull. Yeah. They were teaching them the push and pull, and then steering wheel, which they treat it like a steering wheel and flip their opponent over. Seeing my little kid, my youngest, just like doing that push, pull, and then he flipped the other kid. I'm like, man, I've never felt so much pride in my life. I felt proud for my son that day. It's one of those perks that you get when you're a parent. One of those.
Girls an inch bigger.
Yeah, just an inch bigger, saying like, "Yep, I made that."
You see those hot soccer? No, not soccer moms, jiu-jitsu moms.
There was a couple, dude.
Really?
There was a couple that I was like, "Geez, look at that!" And at baseball practice, oh
yeah,
dude,
they wear those nice little like scarves over
the scarves. Them shorts, bruh. And them shorts or them
Daisy Dukes.
Oh, dude. The fucking they wear those what do they call them? The Spanish shorts too. You'll like it. I will invite you to some of the games. Yeah, it's on the weekend, so
I see. Hey, what happened to your friend Noe? Can you tell I'm pregnant?
Yeah, sure. I'll let him know.
Noe,
don't come back. Text you like, don't come back.
It's crazy saying you got her pregnant.
They're expecting child support pretty soon.
One thing I did want us to talk about, since we're talking about kids and moms and all that. So today, I don't know if I want to say it's a rant or something. I saw something a little bit interesting today. Today, when I was getting this nice beverage, the Reverend again, sponsor us.
Yeah, Reverend.
When I was getting there, I had to go to a liquor store. Went to a liquor store, right? Mm-hmm. Went in, got my thing. Then this lady walked in. Cool, right? There's nothing out of the ordinary. But then I noticed something. A bit off.
Okay.
Something I never seen, but then again, I don't really go to liquor stores. This woman had a child, a baby, one of those backpack babies.
The kangaroo?
Yeah, with an actual baby.
Okay.
And I was just like, what the fuck? What other way to say you're an alcoholic than by bringing your fucking infant child to a liquor store?
I feel personally attacked here, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, dude, and I'm being honest. And when we got out to my girlfriend, I was like, man, that's crazy. She could be a single mom. I was like, yeah, I could. She's gonna stay single.
I mean, because I was about to say that too. I'm a single dad, and there's times that I can't leave my kid anywhere with anybody, so they have to, bring them to a liquor store. This is daddy's juice. You do not touch it because it's bad for you. It is
daddy's excuse juice.
This is daddy's. I'm done for the day juice.
I'm done for the day juice. But yeah, that was something I saw. And so one more thing I want to talk about, and we don't need to get into too much, but this is pretty much how I like to end the show.
Yeah.
Talking about something a little bit dark.
Okay.
Not only is this story a story, this happened in our hometown.
Oh, okay.
A 2-year-old was on meth.
What the fuck?
Yeah, a 2-year-old kid was on meth. The mom was shooting her kid up with meth.
What the shit, bro?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure the kid is dead now.
No, the kid's still alive.
What?
And the reason why they knew something was wrong because the kid was acting crazy, hopping.
I mean, my kid is intense. That's his ADHD.
Yeah. And dude, a toddler. 2 years old.
Fuck?
2 years old. The mom.
Dude,
mom was fucking giving her kid meth.
You know what's crazy? When you say that, back in the day before I became a dad, And I'm pretty sure Isaac can back me up on this. You listen to these stories and you're just like, holy shit, that is crazy and funny and blah, blah, blah. But when you become a parent, you become like sort of like empathetic to these type of things. You start thinking like, what a shitty fucking parent.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because one of our listeners who I met in Uvalde, he actually said the same thing you said. When we were talking about these dark stories,
Yeah,
you involve kids or parents.
yeah,
Like he was like, man, it freaks me out, and it's the same thing like you being a parent. Yeah.
you see it from another point of view, dude.
No,
Because like you start thinking of your kids, like, what the fuck, dude? I would never do that to my child. Get the fuck out of here.
it's scary.
But I mean, so there have been instances, I've heard of these instances where like, if a parent, for example, they were shooting up meth when they were pregnant, there's a slight chance that the child, when it's born, will be addicted to meth.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of that shit. I mean, there's also been this case where like, I don't know, it was somewhere in South America, where a kid was addicted to tobacco. His parents smoked tobacco while they were pregnant nonstop and all that stuff. You'd think he'd come out like with some sort of like, defect and stuff, but no, he came out like a full normal kid and stuff like that, but with the addiction to tobacco. Yeah. So the kid was he was like on a documentary where it shows him literally rolling up a cigarette. Yeah, and he would roll a cigarette up, and as a little kid, like imagine just seeing like a 5 or 6 year old rolling up a cigarette and then smoking it like if he was a pro, dude.
That's China.
I don't know if it was in China or like somewhere in South America, dude. Yeah, like something like that. It was crazy to see that. Bit heart-wrenching, because then that kid's unfortunately gonna get cancer and stuff like that, and we all know what happens when they get that. But I will keep saying, like, when you have a kid yourself, you start like, being more empathetic to these sort of situations. It's crazy, man. But a toddler on meth, dude.
Yeah, and the scary thing is too, this woman was caught. It's in the world this day, this happens.
Yeah.
This woman just got caught. I guarantee you there's more stories about, not even stories because they haven't get caught, but this happens a lot more than we think it does.
No, absolutely.
It's like that one video, man, years ago where this woman had a newborn baby, not even like 6 months, year old. She got a tattoo on her baby and recorded the kid screaming. It's fucking,
yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's fuck.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, there's a lot of those horrible moments, those horrible stories. I mean, like that dumb bitch that went on vacation for a week and left her toddler alone at home. Like, dude, that is terrible. That's fucking sad.
Greedy.
That is, yeah.
The ass.
That's greedy. Up the ass to
That's
the brain. Yeah. You got to get that pull-out game right.
Yeah, that's why I tell you, gentlemen, I wrap it up.
Well, it's like a friend of mine once told me when I told her that I dated this one chick that was a bit crazy. And then we broke up. We went our separate ways. And then, of course, Valentine's Day comes and I'm like, I could really use somebody. I could really use a nice ass to slap around and stuff.
Itch.
Yeah, cure for the itch. But I went back to this chick that was crazy for the day. And my friend's all like, you're fucking stupid. You don't stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're right. Because I got a couple of calls afterwards and shit like that. Came to find out that she was pregnant, but it wasn't mine. Yeah, no, thank God. No, but luckily, no, dude, I went for a fucking DNA test like right away. Was like, fuck that shit. I ain't fucking around.
I think every man who has a woman that gets pregnant, you should definitely still get.
There was a time when they were talking about, like, it was a hot topic for a bit, where they were saying, like, should they make mandatory DNA tests when a child is born? I thought so too, because there have been so many horror stories where a man is like raising a kid that is not theirs.
That's, so which is we're obviously talking about this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
For me, that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's fucked up in two ways. Now, granted, I'm going to agree. For a man to raise someone else's kid and not be lied to by the woman, that's horrible. That's like, I mean, I don't have kids, but yeah, finding out a child you raised for like 2-3 years plus.
Yeah.
And finding out it's not yours.
Yeah.
Biggest fucking sock, not even sock, kicking the ball.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say. But also, the fact that this woman could lie to her own child about who their father is, that's some dirty work.
Yeah.
For you to lie to your own kid, like, that is fucked up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it happens way too often, dude.
That's some fucking, to me, that's the definition of a greedy ass person.
Yeah.
Like, like I said, it's fucking horrible for the man, but that's even horrible for a child, not being lied to who your dad is.
Yeah, I mean, back in that, I keep on going back to this company, but that's where I spent a lot of my fucking years working. But we used to have this crew that would work overnights, and they were called the zombie crew. And in my head, I thought, well, overnight, they call them the zombie crew because they're working overnight. No, come to find out that these dudes are working overnight because they need to work hours to pay their child support off.
Yeah.
So the reason they were called the zombies is because you would see them like, dude, these dudes were done. They were tired from working for so many hours to barely even be able to pay their own bills. So they would always just be like walking around like zombies, dude, like just tired. They want to go home, but hey, I need to make the money to pay the child support. Come to be that one of the guys, I started like doing overnights in the aspects that they needed someone to stay there to look after the crew. I talked to a couple of them, and one of them, it was pretty heart-wrenching. But that's what happened to him. He was paying child support for a kid that wasn't even his. That sucks, dude. But it's all because he signed the birth certificate.
Yeah, I think once you sign it, that's it.
That's what I thought. I thought you could do something about it. But like, no, like he had signed a birth certificate. The child is his. He's taking custody of it because he thought it was his kid. Come to find out the kid, I think, was 12. And him and his wife split up. Well, one day he just decided to, like, I want to learn about my ancestry, so I'm going to, tell my child about it too. So he took the swab test to his kid and then to himself. He got the DNA results back. He wasn't even his, dude. And then, like, when he found that out, he was already paying child support, but he confronted his ex, and his ex said, like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's your kid. He showed her the proof. He took the proof to court. And the judge didn't take it.
Yeah.
The judge didn't take it. I'm like, wow, dude, how fucking broken is the system that it's going to fuck somebody over like that? Yeah, dude, like the justice system at some points is just broken as fuck. Yeah. It's broken promises, man. But who knows, man? That's the type of world we live in. That's why you got to teach your kids to be ready for it and be smart about it. Be smart about it. Absolutely. Pull out.
I like it. Pull out.
Pull out, son.
You mean to pull out for Bisons? I love you.
I love you.
Such a great.
You were a happy accident.
It's going somewhere.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy world.
Well, yeah. Well, off that, I guess in this episode we're going on for quite a bit.
We have.
This has been a pretty good one. Pretty long one. We've been here, there, and everywhere, just like as we should be.
Very good topics. Absolutely.
So, Manuel, you want to say any words to our lovely Bisons in our lounge?
Like I always say, drink water and fuck. And pull out. And pull out.
It's going to add on to... Thank you, Manuel, for joining me again for the lounge. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a lady, I'm surprised you're still sticking around.
Yeah.
But,
probably hate us.
Yeah. Love is hate is another form of love.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not for the Besides that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to yet again another episode of the Bison Lounge, and a podcast about everything and nothing, as you just heard. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
Laters.